Guys, the Pokemon community is not understanding what the Federal Reserve is. I made a comment here on this guy's channel, the Card Lounge, Twice Baked Jake. You guys might know the channel. And I said, it's amazing the lack of financial knowledge in the Pokemon space. Us crypto guys are enjoying this. And this rather large channel here, Robo Skills, it's got like 170,000. He says, this is an interesting observation. What do you think are the two biggest lack of financial knowledge data points you're observing in Pokemon? And I said, one is the fact that I haven't heard a single Poketuber mention the Federal Reserve. In crypto, we are very aware that as long as the Fed prints, crypto and BTC go up at the expense of the public. Same concept applies here to Pokemon cards and any TCGs. Guys, sports cards have been around since before Pokemon. So we live in we live in a Keynesian economy. You guys know I talk about that all the time, meaning inflationary, constantly, forever, as long as we have the Federal Reserve. People are now more than ever desperate for wealth preservation with increasing prices across the board. Pokemon and crypto are in a similar situation where people are entering our markets and pumping our bags. They're willing to take more risks, and that involves investing crypto and in Pokemon. Do you guys agree with me on that? It's okay if you don't. I know there's a lot more to it, obviously, but I really believe the biggest chunk of that is the existence of the Federal Reserve. I mean, it makes sense to me, guys. It's logical. And these Poketubers, I have not heard a single one mention the Fed. You know, they're all beating around the bush like, oh my God, we don't know why this is happening. Why are we in such a crazy bull market? The crash is going to happen any day, any month. And all your Pokemon cards are going to go half off, 50% down. And I'm sitting here like, bro, the people in crypto try to FOMO us the same way. Oh my God, who knows how long this bull market's going to last? It could go down any month. Yeah. Do we stop buying because of that? No. Because we know human nature. We know human nature is greedy. Like, guys, I just kind of made a big play here. Not a big play. I mean, for some of you guys, not a big play. But for me, it's a big play. I bought 3 of Vivid Voltage booster boxes. I love that set. It doesn't have really a lot of good chase cards except the Rainbow Pikachu. But I think people are really sleeping on Vivid Voltage. And Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, and Battle Styles are the only sets in Sword and Shield left at affordable, quote-unquote, affordable prices. I got 3 boxes for $530. That's $179 each box. I mean, those are the ones that we should be buying because they're the lowest risk. They're the cheapest with the biggest potential for ROI, obviously. But human nature says, no, we need to buy the more expensive one because that's how the elites designed this system. Once again, relating it back to the conspiracies, the elites. Guys, the purpose of price tags is to affect your psychological state. When you see something that's expensive, it puts more desire on it for the human brain. When you see a Ferrari, they design it that way. It looks sexy. It looks expensive. It is expensive. The value placed on it means that it is desirable. Just like a beautiful woman, just like, a beautiful Pokemon card, beautiful food item you're about to eat and destroy. Human nature, the human brain, has to be factored into all these markets, and people are failing at that. They just say technical analysis, charts, completely disregard the human element. The reason that you're seeing these markets pumping right now is because the Fed is printing. As long as the Fed exists, we will be on the same track upward forever. You cannot have a functioning society with a stock market that trends downward. You cannot have a functioning society when people are constantly losing their money on a downward trend. There has to be a bull market and a bear market for for society to continue to function. Lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, lower highs, higher highs. This is the constant cyclical nature of this Keynesian society that we live in. And Pokemon tubers are not realizing it. They don't know what's going on. I don't like this. I'm pissed off that my Pokemon cards are expensive. I've talked about this before, guys, but it's I need to drive this point home for them that it's the Federal Reserve which is causing increasing prices, which is causing people to take more speculative risks, and that is why people are switching to our markets. You can have much better returns on your investment, like we know in crypto, we're veterans of this, in untraditional markets rather than traditional markets. Okay? 16% a year on your 401k or Roth IRA versus 1,500% with XRP or Ethereum or what's a coin that went pretty good this year? I mean, I remember when Binance coin was $10, and we missed that boat completely. So I'm hoping some Pokemon tubers watch this video, even though the algorithm, maybe you guys can help me out, give me a like, bump the algorithm up. But Pokemon tubers desperately need to understand how the Federal Reserve works. It's driving me crazy because they're sitting, every video I watch, we don't know what's happening. We can't figure it out. It's the fucking Fed, you idiots, you goddamn peasants. Like, read the creature from Jekyll Island. Holy fuck. Like, dude, I am so pissed off with how dumb the peasants are. It's driving me crazy. Like, I really make it a habit of not letting people affect my mood and shit. And, I'll be fine after this video. But it's just every time, people are hurting and complaining, they're trying to find the reason. And we have the reason. We know the reason. We know why. We have the answers. And it's frustrating when people don't see them. All right. Oh, comments. Shit. Comments. YouTube. Let me light one up again here. Community. Here you go. Comments. The Chef 93. Welcome, bro. I haven't seen your name before. You want full this is on my Evolving Skies box. You want a full refund without returning the box? I think you can easily sell this at market with that tear if you tried, really. I know how you feel, but trust me, you can still sell this box. If you sent this to an eBay consignment store, you'd probably profit. LOL. Really? Okay. Well, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, that makes me feel a little better. I mean, I really lit them up on email, dude. I didn't feel bad. I was pretty hard on them. I was cursing them and shit on the email I sent them. I ended up calling my credit card company, so we'll see if they can take care of something. On my last video shooting in Minneapolis, hired gun, iJuice, what's going on, bro, says, I thought the same thing when I saw the headline. Sucks that kids died, but this is the length the machine will go to usher in the next reason to print money. Yo, iJuice, right on the head. Hit it on the head, bro. Yep. And when you guys start, like, actually looking into this kind of stuff, like, it all, the pieces start coming together. But the pieces don't start coming together until you actually are open-minded about conspiracies. This is all part of a destabilization program, as I said in that video. And as destabilization happens, you're going to see assets go up across the board. And people who miss out on buying assets will have a very hard time. Dude, you're right. The machine, bro, the elites, the machine, the matrix, the system, dude, they're ruthless. They're ruthless, bro. If you guys don't find a way out, no one will for you. And I'm grateful, personal training, bodybuilding, keeping my head clear, not drinking too much, not making mistakes with the wrong woman. These have all led me to a great personal financial outcome. So, especially if you're a guy, I'm pretty big on men's content myself. And, you got to look out for the boys. These women are pretty ruthless out here. So you do not want to get caught up and end up with a baby that you don't want or that you didn't expect with a woman that sucks. And she drains your wallet, and then you have no money to invest in assets. One of the worst mistakes you could ever make, guys, so be careful out there. Thanks for the comments. Give me a like, and I'm wondering if these Poketubers are ever going to fucking realize that it's the Federal Reserve causing people to buy into their markets, just like us. More similarities in Pokemon and crypto than I thought there were ever going to be. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good day. Peace.